Start the day, open the fridge in the morning like anyone does, and then it just happens. Oh my. We're out of soy milk. This is tragic news. News for the lactose intolerant. I wasn't planning a trip to the market today, but clearly a drive to Trader Joe's is in my future.
Christopher Walken is a legend on screen, but what really pulls all of Hollywood in is the way he speaks. A voice that seems simple, but just one beat off, and everything starts to feel strange. And here are the moments when celebrities try to become him and realize they've stepped into something they can't control.
There was once when we did Saturday Night Live, and Christopher Walken was the host.
Amazing.
And he comes up and he asked us if the accent was on Foo or Fighters. He goes up, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters.
Everyone knows Tom Hiddleston from Marvel, but the moment he imitates Christopher Walken, that's when everything changes. Christopher Walken, Bradley Cooper shows his admiration in a very unique way by becoming him.
And he's an amazing guy, too, by the way. I mean, he's like the most authentic. The normal guy's like, hey, how you doing? It's not like that. He just sort of sits there in the makeup chair and he's like, pineapple. I like to eat it. And I'm like,
you do impressions as well, Bradley, don't you?
sometimes if you want me to talk, I just, whatever comes into my head, I'll say. I don't know when or what it's gonna be.
Is that your mom?
Have you ever imagined being woken up by Christopher Walken? It sounds unbelievable, but if your dad is Gary Oldman, that might actually happen.
My son Gulliver, he's 20 and he's a lovely kid, but he just finds it very difficult to get up. So he always says to me, I really need to be somewhere tomorrow. Would you give me a call? And I'll go in and wake him up as, Al Pacino or Chris Walken, And I say, Gully, come on. You gotta get up, it's crazy.
If there were an Oscar for becoming Christopher Walken, Kevin Spacey would have won it a long time ago. From talk shows to award stages, he brings Walken everywhere.
Christopher Walken talking about trick or treat, or trick or treating or anything.
Trick or treats? Smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. If you don't, oh no, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear.
Christopher couldn't be here tonight, Mike, but he did send the following telegram.
Mike! It's crazy. You know, the AFI, it's an award. It's like the Tony, which I'm up for, and you have a bunch of. It's crazy.
Mr. Walken, you are, despite what was just said, a distinguished member of the Actors Studio. This is your second time on this stage. Do you have a response for Marlon?
Well, he's just stoned, You gotta forgive him, He's crazy that way.
If there's anyone who could compete with Kevin Spacey, it's Kevin Pollak. Not loud, but incredibly precise.
I've actually had people ask me who's the best, and I will say that this gentleman right here does the best Christopher Walken in the world. And that's an impression a lot of people do, but yours is light years ahead of everybody else.
First of all, that's poppycock. I don't know why you would say such a thing in front of everyone as well. It's embarrassing, Andy.
I know.
Where do we go from here?
The first time I met Christopher Walken was in the makeup chair, and he was talking. One thing he told me was like, your hair is like, what you have to do to maintain your hair is keep rubbing it all the time.
a wildlife show, with Christopher Walken as the host? It sounds completely wrong, but Chris Pine somehow makes it feel right.
You ever see the one about the lions? No? So there's this lion. The king of the jungle.
Getting Christopher Walken into a sitcom is not easy, but getting his voice into it is a completely different story.
Say something first. You know, maybe in the voice of a beloved celebrity.
Fine. You'd think, after all these years, I'd know not to fly over volcanoes. I'm a freaking idiot. The dragon's Christopher Walken. That's perfect.
You can't talk about impressions and leave out Robin Williams or Jay Moore. That would be a mistake. And this is how they recreate the very distinct voice of Christopher Walken.
There's one guy who could do porn, and I think we all would watch. That guy is Chris Walken. Oh, God, yes. Oh, my God, he would be amazing. Chris would be up there going, inside you. So deep inside you now, fucking you now, inside you, deep inside you now, yes, now! I came an hour ago.
You know where Walken goes? Jay, I noticed the dog. I was in here a moment ago. The dog had no tail. What happened?
It's not by chance that Jay Moore can imitate Christopher Walken so accurately. He actually worked with him on Suicide Kings, and that changed everything.
The first time I met Christopher Walken on the set of Suicide Kings, I go to say hi to him, and the first thing, as I'm walking up to him, the first thing he says to me is, you know, I can see you coming. And I had my Rottweiler with me, he goes, I can see your dog too. And I go, her name is Shirley. And he says, who cares? I gotta know, what happened to your dog, Shirley, Rottweiler? What happened to your dog's tail? It's gone. Where did it go? It's okay, you can tell me. And I'm just standing there like in this driveway going, where the fuck is my dog's tail?
Christopher Walken's very specific fascination with tails hasn't stopped.
It would be great to have a tail. And I'm cool, right? So I look back at him and I go, why? Why's that? And he goes, come on, if you had a tail, everyone would know. If you were angry or upset, they'd see you. They'd see you coming up the block. They'd say, get back. Look at his tail, he's crazy.
You know the great Chris Walken quote that one time they asked Chris Walken, they said, Chris, what's the most, if you could have anything in the world, what would you want? And he told them, well, I'd want a tail. And people went, why, Chris? Well, if I was happy, my tail would be out. And obviously, if I was sad or scared, my tail would be down.
No, everybody asks you to do it.
I'll jump and beat you to the punch. See? It's good that you're here. 101 ESPN St. Louis Sports Station. That's the key to a Walken impression. You can't be afraid to whisper.
Jay Moore doesn't just imitate Christopher Walken, he analyzes it. And while others just copy, he knows exactly where they go wrong.
But he throws out Kevin Pollak does the best. I said, stop it. You're being
Kevin
foolish.
Pollak will tell you I do the best.
Does he?
Oh yeah,
He says that?
Kevin is great, but it's too, in my opinion, it's too rhythmic. The sentences go like this. Like poetry, it follows a pattern, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C. Whereas my Christopher Walken impression is one that follows really no pattern at all. It's its own entity. It's a dangling participle.
On the set of Joe Dirt, David Spade didn't struggle with acting. He struggled with the very unusual questions coming from Christopher Walken.
David, you ever work with an actor dog? And I go, an actor dog? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And he goes, they're good. They do what they're told. They sit and stay and they run around and chase stuff. And I go, cool, okay, keep it in mind. And then he goes, pause. Ever work with an actor cat?
Not sure why I was surprised he looked so lost.
But I felt compelled, so I went up and said, hey, Chris, everything right? Stranded! I've been searching for the bastards who brought me for over an hour. It's clear to me now. They're gone. Now, my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Can you imagine Christopher Walken stepping into the world of Star Wars? Jim Caviezel made that happen in an interview.
You.
Han Solo as Christopher Walken, you know, he should have got the role.
You should have.
He did. He auditioned. He said, Boba Fett, Chewie, get your lightsaber out and shove it up Das ass, boy.
I think that was awesome. You want to do it again?
You're crazy. Wow.
Your cowbell.
Guys, I think it's great. I need more cowbell. Wow.
That happened to me with Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
I had a sketch where I was a host and I was a big
I
fan.
am Christopher Walken. Jesus Christ. You never heard me, Christopher Walken. I never heard it before either. I just assumed everyone could do it.
Everyone does it.
So,
Every star has a moment they don't want to revisit, and for Christopher Walken, it's the cowbell. The interesting part is, Will Ferrell never forgot.
So I go to see Christopher Walken years later in a play. I say hello to him backstage, and he's like, you know, you've ruined my life.
What?
People during the curtain call bring cowbells and ring them. The other day I went for an Italian food lunch, and the waiter asked if I wanted more cowbell with my pasta bolognese.
Not everyone who imitates Christopher Walken sounds the same, but everyone leaves behind a moment you can't forget.
Christopher, I can't believe you made it.
Wow. When's the last time I saw you, Stanley?
My brother John's wedding 15 years ago.
That wedding was so nuts. I recall we stole the ice sculpture. I wonder what happened to it.
I don't know. It probably melted.